I'm David Volk for Chin Music, and today's post is Top Ways Trump Himself Isn't America. I can't speak to whether or not he's American, but for all his talk about how his legal woes are symptomatic of what's wrong with this country, you'd think that his fate and that of America were linked. But they aren't, even though the MAGAts, QAnonians, and horribly deluded Republican politicians would like you to think so. If you need proof that the country will keep on keeping on without him, consider the following. 1. Even though he lost the last election, nothing really changed. Yes, there was an insurrection because he's a little baby man who isn't mature enough to accept defeat, and his sycophants are lost without him. But you know what? The country didn't go into a tailspin when he lost. 2. His successor succeeded. Yes, Biden could have done much better if he had gotten help from a Congress and Senate filled with people who wanted to crash the country because they are sore losers. I can't even say sore losers, but he's still building back better despite them, or maybe because of their stupidity. Manufacturing jobs are returning, thousands have had their outstanding college loans forgiven, and infrastructure has improved, all without the former guy, Mr. Infrastructure Week himself. Number 3, he was indicted and nothing terrible happened. To hear Felon Trump tell it, you might have thought that life as we know it would have come to a complete halt, but it didn't. In fact, the market may have gone up out of sheer gratitude. 4, he was arrested and nothing happened, unless you count people laughing and pointing out that the orange in the prison garb brought out his orange highlights. Curiously, both sides make money off of his mugshots, which I admit were not taken in prison garb. They were taken in a suit. But that suit still brought out his orange highlights. 5, he was tried and no one came. He warned his trial would lead to the greatest crowds you'd ever see protesting, but most days only 2 or 3 people showed up and the stock market hit an all-time high. 6, he was tried and no one came. The sequel. Not even his family and friends. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have any friends. Just people who stand to benefit or possibly be chosen as a running mate showed up. Yes, Don Jr. and Eric came, but Melania and Ivanka didn't because they don't want or need anything from him, which is so unlike Hunter Biden, who's also on trial and who has had his stepmother, First Lady Jill Biden, at the trial almost every day, as well as family members like his half-sister Ashley, his dad's sisters Valerie, and, shock of shocks, Hunter's wife Melissa. Unlike Trump's hangers-on, these people aren't here because they want something from Hunter. They want to give him something that Felon Trump wouldn't understand. Their love. 7, he was found guilty and nothing happened. The markets are still up, and the U.S. is keeping on. Oh, sure, members of the MAGA nation and politicians on the wrong side of history shook their fists and remonstrated. Who knows? They may have even rended their garments, but they would have found a reason to do that even without the trial, thanks to Fox, QAnon, and the One American Network. The One American Network, a.k.a. Onan, and its viewers, the Onanists. Trust me, you'll want to look that one up in the dictionary. Anyways, and the Daily Hate, hosted by every conservative network, commentator, and politician. That's it. Show's over. Nothing left to see here. Everyone head on home and go on about your business. Better yet, go to New York City and say thanks to them. I've been David Volk. This is Chin Music.